Welcome, dear soul, to a gentle journey through the timeless verses of Rumi, whose words carry us into a sacred dance of surrender, awakening, and freedom. Together, let us wander through the mystical and hopeful folds of his poetry, a tender invitation to dissolve the self and embrace a deeper light within. There comes a moment when the messenger loses himself completely, as if after drinking not just 1 or 2 cups of earthly wine, but a spirit so potent that the boundaries between self and the divine simply vanish. In that graceful surrender, his mission and message blur away, slipping from his grasp because the weight of worldly concerns falls away, leaving only an essence pure and untouched. Enraptured, he becomes wrapped in the overwhelming power of God, caught in a storm of grace that reshapes every fiber of his being, transforming him from within. From this profound union he arrives anew, no longer simply a messenger, but a king crowned in spiritual sovereignty, a hopeful symbol of the throne within that we all can claim. Like a river embraced by the flood, expanding and merging until it becomes an ocean, so too our small selves can swell beyond limits when life's overwhelming force finds us ready. And when a tiny seed touches fertile soil, the field blossoms into a farm, a subtle, beautiful transformation that whispers spring into existence. Life's simplest gifts take on sacred meaning then, bread bonds with mortal man, reminding us that sustenance itself holds a quiet holiness. Even that which seemed lifeless, the dead bread, becomes alive and aware, stirred by the breath of spirit, as if awakening a magic once thought gone. This act of sacrifice shines brightly in the image of wax and firewood, giving themselves wholly to the flame, transforming loss into pure warmth and light. And from depths once dark, the soul's very essence turns radiant with illumination, its shadow glowing from a divine inner fire. The coal stone, a small thing meant only to adorn, becomes inseparable from the eyes themselves, merging external beauty with inner vision. This sight grows watchful and protective, not just passive observation, but a guardian of the path we walk, guiding us gently forward. Blessed is the one who frees himself from the grip of ego, for such freedom carries a cool peace, a breath of liberation that rises above endless struggle. United with living existence, the soul and life dance as one vibrant flame in a warm, romantic embrace. Yet there is sorrow too, a tender warning whispered across time. Woe to the living who sit with the dead, for in such company life itself flees, and the spirit dims like a fading light. When we turn away from truth, the profound depth of the Quran, we disconnect from the heart's call, even as our souls still find a way to mingle with the spirits of the prophets, the luminous guides who walked before us. The Quran holds within it the inner states of these holy souls, a sacred archive echoing with their joys and struggles. Our spirits swim like fishes in the pure ocean of grandeur, part of an infinite embrace that sparkles with divine light. But to read without truly receiving the Quran's truth is to stand cloaked in shadow beneath the sun, missing the warmth that longs to pour in. Instead, we are called to see the prophets and saints not as distant stories, but as vivid companions whose light guides and illuminates our way. When we open ourselves fully, the tales we hear become living lessons, and an ache grows deep within. A soul's bird cramped in a cage, longing to soar beyond shallow walls. That imprisoned bird feels the weight of captivity, yet still dreams quietly of freedom, seeking to escape from the ignorance that locks it inside. And oh, the rapture of those spirits who have broken free, dancing wild and light, untethered by fear or doubt, following prophets who lead with a radiant torch, cutting through the darkest night. Their voices rise from the heart of faith itself, ringing clear to stir our hearts and calm our storms. This is the path laid before us, the one open to our steps, inviting us gently toward freedom's embrace. We too have known the joy of release, breathing open sky after long confinement, aware that no other remedy exists for the narrow cage that held us but this very path. Sometimes it is necessary to become weak and weep, to surrender utterly, shedding the craving for fame and approval that binds like strong iron chains. And in letting go, to find true freedom. The struggle to break these chains may seem endless, a quiet warrior's journey, yet every step softens the cold links, moving us closer to light. Rest now with these words, and let the feeling of transformation and hope settle softly within you. When you're ready, you may return to this sacred space, and together we will listen once more to the whispers of Rumi's heart.